Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Oxygen Not Included. I said today, on this episode, I wanted to accomplish one main goal. One goal. Is that goal clean entertainment? Well, in an ironic sense, yes. We want to make a real bathroom. One with sanitation, no breeding of germs, that is. Don't give a fudge if I cut my odds of getting illness in half with a shower and a laboratory. How are we going to do that? Well, that's what I'm kind of sitting here thinking. We're going to put mess hall stuff here so that we can have our units maybe get like a morale boost when they eat. But I want to make a bathroom. If I go look at plumbing and I go shower. Requires a liquid intake pipe and a liquid outtake pipe. It makes polluted water. So we want to make a bathroom that hauls from clean water, perhaps like this reservoir right here. And drops polluted water off somewhere. And the same thing, really, with the lavatory. Yeah. Alright, well, let's not dilly-daddle. I don't think we want to pump from the same spot that we're getting our drinking water from for now. Not because of anything, I guess, too concerning, but more because I'm worried that we just drain this supply too fast before we could, like, get to another supply. And also, it uses 1,000 grams a second, I guess. Not necessarily that much. Probably, like, this looks like shower water right here. As far as I'm concerned, this is water for our shower. But if we're going to make a bathroom, where are we going to put it? Are we going to put it, like... It kind of makes sense to me to put it, like, here. But is it worth... I mean, I'm going through a lot of steps right now, but I'm like, is it worth making a pump in this area when it doesn't seem like there's that much water here? Like, we want a liquid pump. Draws in liquid, runs it through pipes. So we'd put that, like, down here. More or less. Then we would have the liquid... What is a liquid vent? It just drops off liquid? Okay. Wait, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Releases liquid from liquid pipe. So if a pipe runs into a vent, it'll just drop it off. So what we want is a couple of things. We want, and I realize we're like 3 minutes in here, 2 minutes in. Make a pipe. Pipe pushes water up to the bathroom. All the polluted water then gets deposited into another reservoir somewhere. And then we want that to purify, which I think happens later down the research tree. Refined objects, health, decontamination. Improved plumbing. Oh, we need the sensors here, that's right. Produces clean water from polluted water. You need a water sieve, which requires distillation, which requires filtration. So the next thing we're going to go for is filtration. If I can just click on that in research. Gas filter sieves one gas from the air, sending it into a dedicated pipe. Liquid filter sieves one liquid out of a mix, sending it into a dedicated pipe. That's pretty good, dude. So we could actually have like a carbon dioxide sieve, maybe like up here, that vents all the CO2 maybe into our greenhouse or something like that. Probably not hyper relevant at the present moment. I think on today's episode we're also going to take a duplicant. But as far as I'm concerned, in my world, it's a duplicant. We also want to not use so many lights, I think, is probably one of the big things. Tab changes speed. It's a new world. Immune systems look good. Stress looks good. I think we've done a pretty good job of keeping things under control here in Oxygen Not Included so far. As a new day begins, we'll go to speed 2. Alright. We do have a few jobs queued up today. We still need to figure out where we're going to put this bathroom. Because there's kind of... If I want to put it here... I guess we could, like, dig these up. We kind of need to dig them up anyway in order to install the pump. So, sure, let's start with that. Is there a lot of carbon dioxide in there? It's breathable. So let's issue, like, a dig order. And then after the dig order, we will also issue a build order. I think we just want regular tiles. Something, I don't know if this is large enough. Let's take a look for a second, because then in plumbing, sorry, lavatory, it's quite large. Shower, Oh, it's like exactly an okay size. We can also fit some piping in there. Okay, so good. This will be our bathroom. And we'll probably, like, move this ladder, maybe to go, like, up through here. That way there's a door. Or we can place a door here. I think that would be a little better. A little smarter. We also need to find a way to get the temperature better. I'm trying to think of how we would do that. How would we make something cooler in our present world? Hydro fan. Dissipates a small amount of heat, requires temperature modulation. Alright, so maybe that's the next thing we do is go for temperature modulation research. Even though we are removing some stuff here, we're also getting seeds, which I think is perhaps necessary. Build some temporary scaffolding here just so we can get our tiles built, and once the tiles are built, we can finish our construction. So the coal generator's pumping. The batteries are full, so maybe it's not burning right now. We could always throw down, what do we have for, we got 2,000 kilos of copper. Careful when you're down here. That thing's gonna hatch any minute now, dude. Like Richard or Oren, depending on your preferences. We could probably throw another battery down there just to keep the lights on a little longer. What's nice is now that we have the coal generator, yeah, we're creating some pollution. And it's not sustainable because eventually the map will run out of coal, although if we're being honest, we're probably gonna lose for a different reason long before that happens. Is it still pumping the coal? I can't tell, that's the thing. Yeah, it's still burning through the coal, so I think we're just kind of wasting that power right now. And if that's the case, then we should definitely hook up more batteries. Or maybe tell it not to make so much. Or not to burn coal until the batteries are at like 0%, basically. Because right now it's just wasting the limited resources that we have. What are you doing down here, Daniel? Daniel, you madman! I gotta think about what we're gonna do here. Dan could dig his way out. He's probably gonna die soon. I think the better option for us is we like issue a deconstruct order right here. Maybe he can swim his way up. If not, we'll build like ladder. But this is like a speed 9 right here. And the ladder needs to be a 9. My dude, get out. Somebody, please! Help my boy! Help my boy! He's made it! His stress was getting up there. Okay. It's not my finest moment there. But we made it. Alright. Okay. So then, we would want to make a pipe. Or pump, sorry. Liquid pump. Like so. We'll just put that there for now. We also need to output the bad water someplace else. Probably not directly above the good water. Although if it filters, it could then maybe fall down into it. But I think that's like, come on, we're getting a little up our own butts, if I might be honest with you. Plus, it's going to flood this, which is going to push carbon dioxide. It's going to turn this into a whole toxic freaking nightmare. This is where things start to get a little bit more complicated. Honestly, like the liquid pumping, it sort of makes sense to me. It's the gaseous pumping where things become more difficult. But, you know, we'll see. We just need to find a place to dump the bad water. And I kind of feel like we should just dump it right here. How would we do that? Well, we'd issue like a tile order that goes to like here. And then we'd probably try to tile up like this as well. Just like so. And then we would issue a deconstruct order. These might not happen in the right kind of order, but life goes on. Then we dig out 3 tiles. And then we get ready. Once we got over here, we could then dig like a single channel down. And just toss a vent down there. It's going to take a little while for this to happen. I think that's okay. Once all of our construction is done, we'll figure out what we're going to be up to next. Just making sure everything's good. We got a decent amount of algae. We got some edible materials. We finished our research task, which was filtration, which is great because we wanted to move towards distillation next, which allows us to get turn slime into algae and turn polluted water into regular water. Or, you know, I think it's just called water. I think the Earthlings call it water, is what I've heard at least. So we definitely also, the other thing with this, like liquid pumping, is that once we get our liquid pipes and pumps set up, we can start to use a CO2 scrubber, which will allow our units to like live in here. We don't want them to come down here very often to begin with, but you know, sometimes it's probably going to be necessary for them to come down here. And we'll put like a carbon dioxide scrubber like right at the door here. So as little carbon dioxide gets out of here as possible. It probably won't make it too breathable, but it'll at least keep it from entering, the carbon dioxide at least, it'll keep it from entering like a dangerous area for us, I think is the best option. So we'll also quickly make a pneumatic door, because we're gonna get another duplicant tonight, or tomorrow. So let's issue some orders here. We still got this to take care of as well, but it's not gonna happen without a deconstruction order, so. And then a dig. So someone might have a kind of like nasty decor tonight, but no big deal. Furniture, cot, boom. Give me a high priority on the cot, just so we're ready. We could use a little bit more food, to be honest. Especially if we have another duplicant coming in. This is where it gets difficult. You know, you're trying to manage the stress of all the duplicants as time goes on here. Dan, in particular, is spending a lot of time in a hypoxic environment. He's also hungry. Why don't you go ahead and eat the seed, dude? Yeah, what do I care if you eat a kilogram of plants? No big deal, right? I'm gonna issue a dig order here too, because I like all of those valuable minerals. Let's just see what's happening. You're doing some, I don't mind, you know, you're doing some delivering. Delivery has got to happen. I'm not mad. Take the time. Enjoy yourself. I can't help but notice that I've allowed this alien to break into our base. Not necessarily thrilled about that, but I'll get over it. Probably want to work on... Wait, did we want distillation? It does allow us to get clean water, which... Again, I'm not necessarily suggesting we're going to get to any kind of equilibrium, but... This might sound crazy. Maybe we could make planter boxes in our coal area here. And then that would work as like a functional greenhouse. It probably produces heat, too. What's the temperature like in here? 34 degrees? 22 degrees? 22 degrees? 23 degrees? All right, it's not that bad yet, but I don't know. I guess the thing also is not firing right now, so I'm just kind of, I'm playing it by ear. I'm pointing to my ear and I'm saying I'm playing it by right here. Ran out of power, huh? How? But how? Something's still not right with our piping. Power, wire. Are these not connected? No, these are connected, but these aren't connected anymore. Is that correct? I think that's correct. Yeah, we want, because, like, I mean, maybe it's good to have two halves to the grid, but we don't necessarily need our whole stuff to be segmented. At least, if it's segmented right now, I'm not doing it on purpose, is the thing. We'd rather do it on purpose and get some value out of it. Is this unreachable? Construction task assigned. Essentially, we have to complete one task at a time here. So, I appreciate what you're doing right here. I'm going to issue a quick little priority order, I think. Because we got two things going on at once. Step one, let's prioritize the mess hall. So I'm going to need you to really focus on getting these done, please. The prioritize tool is the best in the game by far. This stuff's fine, don't get me wrong, but you know, our whole point of this episode, we're 15 minutes in here, we want to make sure that we can get a bathroom set up. Math is your golden god. Going down here to hook that pump up. I appreciate it. Remember, this is net. We're going to build like a little boop, 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 boop. Probably a little further, actually. We're going to dig out a little bit more. And boop, 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 boop. And then we're going to drop our contaminated water in there. So we're going to have a whole, my idea here at least, is we're going to have a whole little, like, water treatment plant set up, more or less. Okay, I think this is, like, we're approaching a more sensible use of the prioritization tool. So let's make some mess halls. I also probably want, you know, an electric grill. But maybe we don't need it quite yet. Okay. Furniture. Mess table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might as well make a 7th, I think. Because we're going to have another duplicate coming in, like, mere seconds. And then that. I don't know. Oh, we don't have enough sandstone. No, we don't have enough copper. Alright, so the next step then, prioritize a quick little dig. And then we'll prioritize the construction of the mess hall. Then we'll go for the bathroom. I'll still consider it a success if we just end up getting a bathroom done that's functional in this episode. Because it is, you don't just make a bathroom. You know that Carl Sagan quote? It's like, if you want to, temperature modulation maybe next. If you want to bake an apple pie first, you got to create the universe. That's kind of where we're at. We got to get the pumping stuff done first. Bad learning, good strength, good immunity. Good creativity. I think we want creativity. Good athletics, good immunity. You're non-constructive. Will not build. Food quality terrible, decor expectation 0, and vomits under stress. Congratulations, Mr. Creative. You are now Nick. Oh, that's not right. You're now Nick. Your name is... So we have a problem here. Get this germ overlay off the screen. Your name is now Nick. I actually have no idea. Is this some kind of bug? You can't type a K? There you go. I don't know what happened there. Get printed, son. Welcome to the squad. You know, Nick is among the more artistically creative people in our group. Could absolutely use you for construction of art, which hopefully we're going to be able to get done soon. Now that we've done this, okay, again, this is an episode where I'm also rediscovering my love of the prioritization tool. I don't know what that was for, but prioritize the construction of these mess tables. You hear the boop beep, boop beep, boop beep, boop beep? Please tell me. Yeah, Nick's already found his bedroom. Excellent. How much food we got? 14,000 kilocalories. We do have some orders on the micro musher. That's good news. How'd we do? We made oxygen. We made power. We wasted some joules, but that's not too much, I think. We generated 600 less calories than we used, which is a bad thing, for certain. But still feeling pretty good about this. It's been a relatively a quaint colony. Sure, we're not solving, like, you know, major scientific problems here, but we are. I think that we're doing things the right way. See, this is what irritates me. Oh, no, never mind. It does not irritate me. There is no power, and as a result, there is no, nothing being powered. You know what? I respect you, Bear. I respect you for taking a day to run on the wheel. These are assigned? I mean, we can assign them. I guess, you know, don't even bother. When they eat for the first time, they'll probably assign them. So I ain't sweating it. Alright, next step. Prioritize the construction of that wire. That only takes one person. After that, I want you to prioritize the construction of the tile, and the digging, and the ceiling. And once that is done, we have the shell of what will become kind of like our water input and output. Skill increase, insufficient oxygen, unrefrigerated food. Still not so bad. Yeah, so these are getting assigned as people eat. And also, for God's sake, sweep the floor. There's seeds in there. We could use those. When you prioritize, things actually, like, get done properly. Like the way you would want them to. That's the way I see it right now, at least. You know, this is just ugly. You got your room, but you got a little hole in the ceiling. That's not... You know, have some privacy, please. You ever think Bear kind of looks like the kid Dustin from Stranger Things? Not in real life, but like right here, I'm like, as Dustin. As Dustin, and you know what? He loves to run. Didn't know that about him from the show. Wouldn't have assumed otherwise necessarily, but my dude loves to run. Please build the tiles, though, because the tiles are also important. I like it. I like what you're doing. know you could do it like that, but I'll accept it. I don't know if they can reach these. Like, they need to build the sandstone in for... Ooh, okay, those are sweet borders. That's fine. I'm just looking at this right now. I'll tell you, it's going to take us another day. By the way, did you notice immune system's 100%? Feeling pretty good about that. We're not really growing any plants down here. It's kind of the... We're growing less plants than I'd like, would be a better way to place it. But we're going to have some food problems pretty soon, I think. Just mine it up. Can you do me a favor and mine that up while you're standing on top of that? I think you're going to create a situation that's unmineable. Just want you to be aware of that situation as the time comes. You're going to have to... We're going to have to build like a single tile ladder or something like that up there. I'm not going to be as thrilled about the situation as I otherwise would be. Got to put a few more mush bars on there. That's the main benefit. That's the main reason I picked up another duplicant, is that we have a little bit more manual labor. We have 8 tons of coal. That's great news. That's dirt, but there's way more coal there. Okay, I think we can get started on, like, bathroom duty now. So I would like, do we have copper? We got enough copper. If you could come down here and build this copper thing out. And then we want to build, like, a single... It doesn't even have to be a tube, but, like, I know we just built this, but we're going to deconstruct it anyway. So we're going to deconstruct this. And we're going to dig more or less straight down into this. And try not to fill our base with, like, unbreathable hydrogen. Oh, it's CO2 and oxygen, so no big deal. So we're going to build a ladder down here. And then at the bottom of the ladder, essentially, we're going to put a liquid output pipe. Which will be right here. Or liquid vent, I should say. And eventually... Eventually, we're gonna go seal this all up, but we need to build all the piping first. So we probably should wait until we have a little bit more like simultaneity to get it done, but it'll happen. It's just gonna take a bit here. And then once this is done, it's taken us a half hour, but we've basically got like a functional bathroom. It's almost nighttime again, which is kind of crazy to me, but... You know, the thing is, it takes a while to build new things, but things are happening simultaneously. You know, we've done a lot recently. Built a new bedroom, built a mess hall with 7 mess tables. Only one of which has been assigned. 2 of which have been assigned. Can you breathe in there? Oh, heck yeah. Oh, it's built, but it has no power and it has no output. That's fine. Next priority is getting this done right here. Again, gonna take a minute. We're so close to actually being done though. Like a noodle. You ever have Dan noodles? Dude, I had soup dumplings when we were in New York for Champions of Fire. I gotta be honest, I thought Rob was kind of gassing me up a little bit. He was always talking about soup dumplings, going like, oh, they're the best food. They're God's gift to dumplings. I've tried many dumplings. Japanese-style gyoza, a lot of Korean mandu, Chinese pot stickers. Pot stickers, you got the best of me. When I order them, I call them pork dumplings. It's 'cause I am afraid that I don't speak Chinese, but I would like to do my part. Give me dumplings for my heart. That's Heartbreaker by Mariah Carey. I'm just trying to... You know, I saw Austin get on Kotaku for his singing, so I thought maybe that I could be like the next person that really makes it big for singing in videos. Please just acquiesce to gyoza, please. Okay, you get the idea. Alright, fill this in as quickly as possible. Build these, build the output. I'm not really worried about the gaseous equilibrium at the present moment. I'm not too concerned, to be honest. I think we're going to have some starvation issues real soon, though. And so temperature regulation needs to take place, which I think is happening. Slowly and hopefully surely. Please don't call me that. DAE police squad. Sorry, man, but your husband's been murdered. We would have come sooner, but he wasn't dead yet. In all honesty, if you've never seen Police Squad, you should see Police Squad. It's a 10 out of 10 show, but... Josh, thanks for washing up. I really appreciate it. Trying to keep the spread of germs low here. Stress is still low. That'll change as people start to, you know, eat themselves, but I think we're going to figure it out. I think we're going to make this happen. Alrighty. Once this is built, I think we could probably build a manual airlock here. What do we get in refinement? Water, sieve, compost, algae distiller, refined slime, and algae. Right. Airlock. Boom. I don't think this needs high priority. And this could be another room for something else later. But for now, we want to build... We should probably build, like... Maybe this should actually be the bathroom. As long as the... Yeah, I mean, the air seems fine. I hate to do this, but I think I'm gonna, like, cancel this. And then build, like, tile it up. Even... That's not gonna work. Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna build a hand washing station. Right at the exit. Where is that? It's, medicine. I guess we could just do a sink. And then next to the sink, we're gonna put a lavatory. And next to the lavatory, we're gonna put a shower. It's gonna be like a whole thing in here. And all of these need to output contaminated water into this pipe and take in regular water from this pipe right, or this pump right here, I should say. So we gotta, there's a few things that need to happen before that takes place. How much copper we got? Seems like not very much. I need to run, can you run copper wires, like, just through the water like this? Okay. Eventually that will get, dude, we are out of copper. I repeat, we are out of copper. That's terrible news. Build a ladder up here, please. And then acquiesce some copper digging. And that's a priority 9. You know, that's like a priority 7. If you got nothing else to do, go get me some copper. Because we did just use a bunch building all this stuff. We probably need copper for pipes anyway, is my, you know, very radical assumption, so. It's gonna take a minute. It might take until next video, until the bathroom gets up and running. But again, it's like, you know, if you want to make a bathroom, first you gotta create the universe. We got all the stuff we need here. All we need to do is now set it up. You know, and that's gonna require some more resources as well. So this is intake, outtake. As output to input, please. Probably don't put the dirty water straight into the shower. Great work. Okay, then all this is gonna go like that. I know this is probably bad for decor. Is it bad for decor? Decor plus 10%. I guess people do love exposed piping. So in theory, the way I set this up, I think it works. Output from the pipe goes into the inputs for the shower, the sink, and the lavatory. And then the output for all three of those goes into this pipe down here. This vent, I should say. And just essentially drops liquid garbage down here. And eventually, and you don't have to tell me twice, this thing's going to fill up. But the idea is, by the time it fills up, hopefully we'll have acquiesced an ability to create some, like, you know, water purification, and then we can just have the water purifier operate like here, grab this water, purify it, pump it back into here. So I'm gonna let this video run a little longer than usual, perhaps, and our goal is gonna be to, well, yeah, I think we should just research complete already. Just tile, like, this area up right here. Reason being, decor bonus, but also we get all the copper that we were going to mine anyway. But I just want to see it work. That's the only thing. I want to see it happen. Once I see it happen, I believe it's happening. So I'm going to do a very quick little priority 9 here, which is really what the name of the episode should be, priority 9. We're going to prioritize all this junk right here. It's going to take forever. Might run out of copper. I'm watching our copper. It seems like it's doing pretty well right now. And this would put us at, like, episode 7, and we would have, like, working liquid plumbing, which I think would be an enormous milestone for us. Now, I gotta admit, it's not the most glamorous job, underwater plumbing, but if it works, it's gonna be sick. That's the most important thing. So we've almost got, in theory, the liquid element. Now we should have the liquid element of this completely set up. The next thing we need is all the copper wires built, which should happen pretty soon. We're still doing okay on food, but we might just want to queue continuous mush loaf creation at this point. Here we go. Copper's getting delivered. I just want to see some people use this bathroom. Insulated tile. Reduces heat transfer between walls, retaining ambient heat in an area. Oh, it's pumping. I see the lavatory filling up. I just want to see somebody use it. I know that sounds creepy. He's using it. Mathis, you absolute god. Okay, last little bit of research. I think we need some art. We need better decor, bring up the mood, bring down the stress. There's not a lot of stress, considering how much underwater construction we were doing moments ago, so I'm feeling pretty good. And look at that, it's dumping contaminated water down there. It might fill up a little faster than I intended, but that's okay, I think. You know, we understand why. Nick's using the sink. It's fantastic news, dude. I'm really pleased with this. And that's where I'm going to end it. For now, thanks for watching. We basically achieved our goal here. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Next pressing problem, finding a way to deal with contaminated water, which we're now producing en masse, and finding a way to get more power on the regular. Whether that means just putting more coal in here, which we still have quite a lot of, or figuring out some other kind of more permanent solution, I do not know. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.